So let's talk about all of my January products that I have bought and the things that I enjoyed. And I have some things that I was expecting to love a little bit more than what I did. So I want to share my thoughts with you guys. Keep in mind that some of these products, I have 3 or 4 that I bought at the end of December. So I'm going to include them in today's video. So let's get started. Okay, so in December, I have got for Christmas 2 Mothership palettes. So the first one is the McGrath Mothership 1 Subliminal palette. And I do have 2 looks with this palette and a collab with beautiful Julia. I will make sure to link that video down below. This palette is one of my favorite from McGrath. So as you guys know, these palettes are extremely expensive. So again, if you love the color story and love most, if not all of the shades in here, I definitely recommend them. I love collecting these palettes. They're just so unique and the color story is just so different than most of my other palettes. I love this, even though I'm not that much into blues. This blue is beautiful. By the way, I'm not wearing this on my face. I will have a short coming up, maybe I think before this video, and will show you exactly what I'm wearing on my face and lips in today's video. Is just, I had really fun recording that video. I also purchased, no, I actually got this as a gift as well. This is the McGrath Mothership 10 palette. Look at those nice rosy tones and this beautiful shade right here. These are just so unique. You can't find them in any other palettes. Again, this retails for $174 Canadian. The Subliminal palette, it was 40% off, so I bought it for $104. But this is just, you can't go wrong with this palette. So definitely these are faves and I give them a thumbs up and I recommend them. Again, they're very expensive. If I were to choose one palette, I would probably go for this one. But if you don't like cool tones, then this is another beautiful one that you can choose. This is more warm. Love it. So yeah, these are the first McGrath palettes I got in December. Now, the next thing I purchased was the Makeup by Mario foundation. Now, this Makeup by Mario foundation, I got mine in the shade 3W. Definitely recommend it. I have been loving it. It's been sitting on my vanity and I have been wearing it all the time. Beautiful foundation. It is long wearing. It is good for dry and mature skin. It has a pearlescent formula inside, but those shimmers don't show up on your skin. It just gives a very nice natural looking glow to the skin. So I definitely recommend this one. This is another favorite of mine. I love it so much. Oh, before we continue, when I'm filming this video is actually Valentine's Day, is February 14th. I'm not sure when I will edit and post this video. However, today I have received from my beautiful husband. This is a new perfume by Valentino, and this is the Born in Rome Intense Eau de Parfum. This is made in France, and this is 50 milliliters. Look how beautiful this is. I'm going to insert a picture as well so you guys can see. But this perfume, if you want to know what it smells like, it definitely reminds me of the Opium by YSL. So kind of the same design and colors, and actually the smell is very similar to that, to give you an idea how it smells. But it is just stunning. So if you are celebrating Valentine's, happy Valentine's to all of you. Happy Galentine's. And let's move on with the products that we got in December and January. And I think we're still in December right now. Yes, in December, I purchased the Westman Atelier contour stick, and this is in the shade Biscuit. This is one of my most favorite products I have purchased last year. It is high-end, it's a luxury product, and the performance is beautiful. The shade on the skin blends so easily, and there's no patchiness. You can build it up or you can just leave it very sheer, and it gives a very nice contour and color to the face. Definitely recommend it. This is magnetic packaging. and the product is beautiful. This is the full size, and if you don't want to spend the $64 on this, you can actually buy a mini, which is cheaper. They came up with a mini in the same shade Biscuit. Now, if I didn't say how much the Makeup by Mario foundation is, this is $55, and all these prices are in Canadian because I'm here in Canada. Okay, moving on to Rare Beauty. I have purchased the Rare Beauty Positive Light Under Eye Brightener, and this is in the shade Light. Now, this retails for $31. Rare Beauty is very affordable, and I love this because you can actually wear this when you don't have foundation, or you can just want to throw in a nice glowy skin tint. This brightens your under eye area so much, and in a way that it makes it look very nice and glowy without making it look oily. Now, if you do have fine lines, be careful, don't put too much because they eventually kind of crease in those fine lines. But if you use the finger and dab it into the skin, it just melts into the skin like cream. So I really love this. This is a favorite of mine as well, so I'm actually recommending it. Okay, moving on to the last product I purchased in December. This is a little bit, it's a like, but not a favorite, but not a hate. So this is by Huda Beauty Glowish, the Blur Gem. I have heard a lot of people talk about this one. This retails for $43. Now, the packaging is beautiful. It comes with this spatula attached inside. The top, you remove it, but you want to place it back, otherwise the product will dry. And it does look like strawberry jam inside. Now, this, you're supposed to use a little bit, and it's very hydrating on the skin, feels cooling. It's not red or pink on the skin when you blend it, but I don't know. It has gotten a lot of likes here on YouTube, and I wanted to try it, and it's supposed to blur in your pores and make your makeup last longer and also hydrate your skin. I cannot, it dries down, and I don't feel any hydration on the skin. When you first apply it, it feels hydrating. I don't see a big difference in covering the pores. I think the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer works better if you do want to cover the pores. I bought it mostly, and I will have to use it just as a primer and hydrate my skin. But I don't know, it's a silicone-free smoothing primer. I don't think it's hydrating. I have dry skin. I put it on my hand right now, and there's no hydration there. I don't know. I will continue using it for sure, but my first thoughts using it this month are not so impressive. I will continue using it. Now, I don't have big pores to kind of tell the difference, but I was also using it mostly for hydration as well, and I don't feel it very hydrating on the skin. It's okay, it's non-drying, but it's not hydrating. Like, you don't get the glowiness when you apply a foundation on top. Now, let's move on to January. I have purchased the Beauty Blender Pocket Puff. This is very cute. It's pretty heavy. It's very bouncy. And I have been loving this to use with my powders. And this retails for $19. Is it worth $19? Probably not. But I can tell that it's not made cheap. I can tell that it's made very thoughtfully, and maybe that's why it's $19. But yeah, I'm happy to have it. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't say you must go get this. There's other there on the market that you can get cheaper, but I'm happy to have it. Now, I've also bought on this one, the LANEIGE Lip Sleeping Mask. It is, oh, my thoughts on this too. It is very cute packaging. I love it. I love the smell. I think I got mine in berry. Yes, mine is in berry. And it is very hydrating to the lips. You can put some now, I guess. You can see I use it every night. And this retails for $29. It is something nice to have to apply at nighttime, and get your lips feel very soft and hydrating. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. I'm still on the fence. You can use Vaseline and other cheaper stuff if you want, but if you want to try LANEIGE, because it's a very beautiful brand to try when it comes to skincare and your lips, I would recommend it based on that, but I don't know if I will repurchase it. It's $29, almost $30 for this. I think it will last you a long time because you don't need a lot. You can see I've been using it for the whole month every night before I go to bed, and there's still a lot of products. So maybe because you don't need so much and it lasts you a long time, it's worth it. I don't see anything special. It just hydrates the lips. It does what it's supposed to do. That's it. Okay, now I have bought this palette by Charlotte Tilbury, and I will have a video come up. I'm not sure if it's going to be before or after this one. I have so much videos I'm filming and I don't know when I'm editing them, but this is the Pillow Talk Dreams Luxury Palette by Charlotte Tilbury. I love these quads because they're so easy to travel with. You have everything you need in one, especially when you go traveling. But this color story, I love everything about it. I have created a beautiful look with this palette. Spoiler alert, everything blends beautifully. There's no patchiness, no fallout. Shimmers are gorgeous, and I will recommend this because it's Charlotte Tilbury and it's beautiful. However, it costs $66. A little bit pricey, so if you are on a budget, then definitely don't purchase this. You can buy the shades obviously from the drugstore, but the quality of the shades, it cannot be replaced because it's Charlotte Tilbury. However, the color story can be replaced if you're on a budget. So yes. Now here is something that I bought from Melt Cosmetics. I live in Canada. This cost me, this was on sale, so when I bought it, these are the AMOR Y Mariposa lip pencil set, and this retails for 15 US dollars, originally $48. So they had a big sale and I bought it, but because I live in Canada, I had to pay for shipping and then I had to pay extra fees. So I didn't like that, but these pencils, they're okay. They're beautiful shades. So they're very hard when you rub them on the skin, but I think once it melts into the skin, they're just I don't know. They feel like drugstore type of pencils. They're not very soft. However, when you apply them to the lips after you apply them, they do give a very nice color. So here are the shades. They came in the set. This is Esperanza right here. Corazon, Familia. I really love Familia. I love that purple. So yeah, they're wooden pencils. I love wooden pencils, but they're just a little bit harder to work with. So I would not recommend purchasing this, but I'm happy I have them. I will use them, but they're not a favorite of mine for sure. I have others that I prefer from the drugstore. Now, Melt Cosmetics, this is something I recommend. This is the gel liner, and this is the Fortune Ultra Matte Gel Liner in this beautiful green. I love this one. I recommend this one. They're so easy to use and so easy to create a nice wing. That's why I bought this. I think you can use this all over the eyelid as well. Very pigmented, keep that in mind. But I bought this and I have a brown one and a black one that I like to use as liners, only with a nice bare eyelid. They are stunning and they don't smudge. And this again, I bought it because it retailed for 13 US dollars and original price was 22. So that's a great price. Next thing I bought, and this next two products, let me see, this next two products, they were recommended by Jessica Brown. I love Jessica Brown and I love her recommendations. However, these two products are probably not my favorite. I believe they are her favorite. So I'm talking about the Saie Glowy Super Gel in the shade Starglow. This retails for $36. So I think the pricing is great on this product. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It comes with a pump like this, and the product is supposed to be just a nice glowy product that you apply to your bare face or underneath your foundation to create that nice glowiness. However, it's more liquidy than more glowy, and I don't really see a difference. Like, it does sink into the skin and it doesn't give you that nice hydrating glowy look under foundation that the elf one does or that the Charlotte Tilbury does. So this feels a little bit more liquidy than creamy. So you still see a little bit of glow, but when the foundation goes on top, it kind of disappears, and it has a funny smell. I don't like the smell. However, it's not a bad product. I will continue using it because it's just an extra glowy step that I can add to my routine, and I don't mind that because I have dry skin. Maybe this is actually good for oily skin, because if you already have oily skin, just adding a little touch of this won't make your skin much oilier than you are, and it just gives you that nice glow. So maybe this is good for oily skin, or maybe you can use it as a nice highlighter. So it's an okay product. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Next, oh, this I'm on the verge of kind of hating it. This is the bareMinerals concealer. bareMinerals concealer, broad spectrum multitasking face, SPF 20. This retails for $30. Now, this is supposed to be a concealer, but on the back it says an eye brightener. I just bought it and it expires June of this year, so the shelf life is not so good. And it's supposed to be an illuminating powder concealer. Now again, Jessica Brown has dry skin from what I know based on her videos. This is the lightest shade I bought, and you can see how dark it is. Like, it's very off-white, very beige looking. If you have fine lines and if you have dry skin, this doesn't work. I put it under my eye, it does illuminate, okay? However, it just clings onto your foundation and it's cakey and it's drying. It emphasizes your lines. The only thing it does, I do notice illumination under the skin. However, because the shade is so dark and this is the lighter shade, it's just an yellow illuminating under eye, drying and settling into your fine lines. So I wanted to love this product, but the way I'm using this product, and it works very nice the way I'm using it, is I am setting my eyelids before I apply my eyeshadow with this product, because it does illuminate the eyelids and it does set the eyelids because it's kind of like a powdered concealer. So I don't know. Let me see if I can. I'll show you what I mean. Look how dark that is. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's very powdery, illuminating, very beautiful, the illumination part. I like that. So that's why I'm using this on top of the eyelids. But no, this is not, I don't like to use it the way it's intended to be used, unfortunately. So yeah, I would not recommend it because you don't want to buy this just to set your eyelids with. This is something I recommend. This brand, I'm just obsessed with it. This is Makeup by Mario, and I bought the SoftSculpt bronzer in the shade Light Medium, and this is exactly what I'm wearing on my face today. And this bronzer, just like all of his other bronzers, is just a beautiful product. It blends smoothly, there's no patchiness, easy to use for beginners even though it's a powder product. So I recommend his skin enhancer, his bronzer stick, and this powder bronzer. I wanted to try all and see how I love them, if I enjoy them, and I actually love all three products and I recommend all three bronzers by him. And again, this is in the shade Light Medium. It's a very, very beautiful bronzer. It blends so nicely into the skin. It reminds me of the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit, but this is in powder form, not the cream. So I love it. This retails for $39. And I have two more things that I bought. This, I thought I didn't like it at first, but I've been using it the whole January. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. The mist is beautiful. You don't get like a jet of water on your face. The smell of it is beautiful, very relaxing type of spa smell, and the product actually works beautiful on your face. It does make your makeup set, stay longer. This setting spray actually does what it says. I was a bit skeptical, but from now on, I'm only going to purchase this setting spray. I don't need anything else in my collection. I will make sure to use everything I have. I also love the e.l.f. one, very similar. A dupe for this is the e.l.f. one. Let me show you which one. Very similar for this one. The Charlotte Tilbury one is this e.l.f. one, the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Smell is very similar, the micro mist is very similar, and it actually makes your makeup last long. So that's a good one from the drugstore. So, and then this one will cost $45, and mine is with red because it was the holiday edition. And the last product, this is the biggest one I have. I spent $80 on this. This again was $107. I spent $80, and after I spent $80, I checked Sephora website and it dropped to $64. I was so mad. I could have saved another $20. But this is the Pat McGrath Labs Artistry Palette. This is the holiday edition palette. I know it's big. I know it's big, and a video will come very soon with this palette. I'll probably try to do 3 looks with this palette. It is so beautiful. It's more beautiful in person than what you see here. But yeah, this was a great deal. $80 out. $80 out. $80, but I could have spent $60, unfortunately, and I didn't want to return it and repurchase it because I didn't want it to come broken or anything. So yeah, I stayed with it. Let me know what do you think of my thoughts. I would love to hear your comments down below. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.